Yeah. Mornings are not kind anymore. Okay, anyway, it's 6:55, Wednesday, August 10th. The sun is just coming over the hill at 6:55. It should have been up about 6. So we lost an hour already. I've been laying here for an hour waiting for it to warm up a little bit. Still in the sleeping bag. I'm covered in dew. That's never good. I mean, everything's kind of wet, but I'll be sitting here for quite a while waiting for things to charge, so it's not a big deal. I'll leave the bed out and let it, now that the sun is up, the dew should evaporate pretty quickly. So yeah, I could see in the background, way over there, the sun is starting to hit. And if I would have thought about it, 100 yards that way, I had the sun sooner. It probably wouldn't make that much difference. I mean, first thing in the morning, the sun is at such a low angle anyway, I wouldn't get very much of a charge, but every little bit helps, kind of thing. So anyway, I'm gonna take a minute, and right now a lot of times I'll do this at night. I can't see if it's showing up. Yeah, I used to be so careful, but don't put anything on top of the panels, and it's just so convenient, so I just make sure not to scratch them. Throw out, like, the phone was sitting on there, and half of my food is on top, and anyway. So we'll get things moved around, get the panels aimed towards the sun, and then we'll hook the bike back up so it starts charging, and then we can take a break and have breakfast. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. All right, stay tuned. Did you know videos like these are supported entirely from donations by people like you? It's true. If you'd like to help out and keep my wheels rolling, keep me wheels rolling, man, go ahead and click on the link down in the description, or I'll put something up on screen. You guys can check it out. You can do PayPal, you can do YouTube members every month, or you can do a YouTube super thanks, the little heart-shaped thing down next to the like button. You can throw me a few bucks every now and then, that would be great. Help me buy lately tires and tires and tubes, or maybe food like Cliff Bars or cheeseburgers or something like that. It does make life a little more bearable out on the road. But anyway, as always, thanks for your support, and stay tuned. Back to the show. Alright, don't look at the sun, right? Just on the hill. This whole area is lit up pretty good now. So I got the panels aimed towards the sun. As the sun comes up, it tends to move this way, so I'll just keep bumping it over to get the most possible. But at the moment, we've got 47 watts already. That's pretty good. Now we're only got 40 volts, 40.9. It was 40.7 when I first turned it on, so it's already coming up, so that's good. It'll take it a while, but it is only 7 o'clock in the morning, so. Figured, I looked it up last night because I kept thinking, is it 500 or 550? It's like 505 miles from here to Sierra Blanca right now. Okay, that's going as the sun comes up. Yeah, we already got 41.3. So that's working good. It's going to take a while, but it's nice and steady, so. All right, 7:45, so less than an hour. We're up to 43.4. And we're getting 63 watts instead of 50 or 48 when I started. So I guess the way to look at this is this kind of a lifestyle automatically will give you a break every now and then, if you just deal with it. So okay, I've already got the sleeping bag rolled up and back into the backpack, and I'm using my poncho to keep some of the stuff clean because I needed room on the bed for spreading the tools out. So I fixed I fixed the one connector that was broken on the 12-volt system. I don't know if that was necessarily causing the problem. Shouldn't have. I mean, I was having problems on the front, that makes sense. But the back should still work, the flashing light. So, I mean, the two are coming from the same source, but they're two separate wires. You know, one goes forward, one goes back, so that shouldn't have been a problem. I might still have a loose connection I haven't found on the back, right? And that's kind of what I'm looking at. It's like, well, okay, it's about 8:30, 8:40 in the morning now. I've been up for about 2 hours. Ate some breakfast. I'm going to just kind of ease into the day. I got to wait for this to charge. Okay. So today counts as kind of a half of a rest day. I'm going to leave here when I can. And if I leave here by 10 o'clock, the sun is typically high enough. I looked ahead. Oh, look at this. Clouds are popping up. That's if you don't look up every now and then, all of a sudden you got clouds and you didn't see them coming. That could change. Shit. Some days I got to work on my attitude. It's about 10:30. Clouds are coming in. I got 46.7. Right at the moment I got 25 watts. A few minutes ago I had 160 watts. You know. It's right on the edge of that cloud, but they're coming in and they're big. And they completely block the sun when they pass. So anyway, I got about 40 miles of downhill, so I might as well get going here and get something out of today. I should be able to still do 50 miles today. Yeah. Anyway, I got enough to move. So what I got to do is disconnect the wires. Let's see. I wanted to do this anyway. This is like the one of the nicest oasis kind of places I've parked. That's just, you know. Yeah, I know you're not supposed to be here, but it's just nice, you know. A little meadow down here, and can't see it at the moment. There's a train tunnel down there. It's like this is a crazy steep hill, and the train basically followed the road all the way up, except for the last half a mile. It looked like it went over and did a little tunnel, but they went all the way up the hill. It's crazy. I thought they would have gone somewhere else, but maybe this is the easiest way, right? Anyway, yeah, it's just beautiful. Just take a minute to enjoy it before we leave. Something I realized, this is just a good reminder. Oh man, the bike sure feels light without the trailer. I'm like, oh, this is wonderful. Oh, I'm never taking this much stuff again. Or the other reoccurring theme is, oh, I'm never leaving home again. One or the other. I'll probably leave home again, but some days it's like just, you know, when you're broken down into your home, well, you're home. You know, here, at least I have everything with me if I break down. That's kind of the way I'm looking at it is, you know, if something breaks, I usually can fix it, so, usually. Oh, now they're running. This camera on the phone is just too slow to start up. They were all just sitting there looking at me, and as soon as I stopped, I wonder if they're seeing the vest and thinking I'm a hunter. They don't understand the rules, probably. Yeah, that's got to be 24 at least. That's a big herd. That's pretty cool. Usually you see one or two. All right, let's go. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've gone about 20 miles today, which I had a really late start and was waiting for the sun, and then stopped at the rest area. And oh, look at that. Yeah. I was looking at the weather channel on the weather radar, and most of this is kind of swirling away from me. So we'll see. The road kind of turns that way. But right now I've got a tailwind, so that helps. Keep pushing. If I can make 50 miles today, I'm going to be pretty happy. But more important right now is to save the battery so I don't start off tomorrow with a dead battery again. So I'm going to really do my best to put something back in the battery and not go so fast. Oh, I don't know if that showed up. That was lightning over there. Of course it was. Storm is really kicking up. The wind is just going crazy out in the open. That way is completely black and it's probably raining. Looks like it's hitting the ground. I got lightning everywhere, black clouds, and blue sky and sunshine. So as I was pulling in, the sun broke out, so I'm going to leave the bike out in the sun, let it get as much of a charge as we can. But thank you, New Mexico, for a proper storm shelter. Duck in here and take a chill. Got some cookies left, drink my drink, eat a bagel. I might go back for the banana in a little bit. But if it just turns into a complete shit show, I'm going to stay here for a bit. Or the rest of the day. We'll see how it goes. It's already 3 in the afternoon, so the next rest area is 60 miles away, which would be an easy day. So if I stay here today and then ride out first thing in the morning, any sun I get will be on the batteries, so that would be good. Yeah. I was looking at the tail light. It was working, then it wasn't working, then it's working, so I'm not sure. It could be an intermittent connection somewhere, but I know it's got power because the light comes on, it just doesn't come on very bright. So I guess I'll decide how much I want to mess with it. I'm not required to have it, I just like having it. So yeah, take a chill for a bit. Well, behind me looks okay. That's in front. Going to be a lot of clouds, not much sun this afternoon from what I can see. It's already after 3. Yeah, I might just hole up for tonight. A short day. Could probably almost get in behind that. I don't know, keep an eye out. In the meantime, I'm going to work on eating some snacks. Alright, here it is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm already bored. Forecast is for really good sun tomorrow. I probably wouldn't get rained on, but then I'm like, I'm just kind of losing my edge here, I think. Well, I'm in a safe spot now. The wind just completely died off. It was just blowing like crazy when I pulled in here. So like the storm kind of hit and then passed, I guess, but there's like no sun at all. It's just completely opaque right now. I mean, depending which way you look, I guess. I got 49 volts on the battery, so I hate to just, I could ride for 3 hours and then have no battery left. If I sit here, I'm trying to justify that, I guess, to myself. If I just sit here, I'll have a good hit of battery tomorrow and I should be able to make good miles. Next rest area is about 60 miles away. I'm also looking at campsites. When they handed me this list, this map of all the campsites, it's really confusing. When I first looked at it, I'm like, is this the right state? It doesn't show cities. It shows highways. Well, I guess it's got a couple cities, but big letters is the name of the campsite, and very small letters is the name of the city, and then you can see the highways marked. It does show a really good topographical though, so you kind of get an idea what you're looking for, like terrain and stuff like that. 50-mile days would be eight days, so I'm kind of looking at some of the things now. It's like, well, if I can just tough it out, that'll be fine. So that's like, yeah, there's a couple. It looks like almost all of the campsites, if it's got camping, it's got showers. I guess that's what threw me off on the last time. I only really hit 2 or 3 campsites that were fairly close to each other, but they just didn't land where I needed them to land. Yeah, I'm just like, I don't even want to think about it right now. I guess I'm feeling like if I'm going to be sitting here, I should be at least trying to be productive, Or maybe I'll just like, okay, today's a rest day, One way or another, that's kind of how it turned out. I mean, it was 11 o'clock when I hit the road, and 3 o'clock when I was off the road, and I stopped at the travel center for almost an hour. Yeah, I bet I didn't do 30 miles today. Yeah, whatever. Average. Just go for the averages. And the scary thing is when you're sitting still, you end up eating all your food. Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing. At the visitor center, I filled up one of my gallons of water, which was good. They've got a sink in the restroom. One is broken, but the other one works. But the drinking fountains are shut off, or bagged up, I guess, out of order. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, now I feel stupid for stopping, but it was just awful looking when I did stop. And now it's like, well, if I leave now, I'd be out in the middle of nowhere and the battery would be dead. And yeah, with no sun. Hope it's a better day tomorrow. What I'm learning though, I need to. Well, this is the trick, I guess. I need to figure out how to have power left on the battery at night when I stop. So stop sooner. I think that's the trick. Stop sooner. And then be ready to roll first light in the morning, because it seems like the clouds come in the afternoon. So I've been sitting around trying to get a charge in the morning, and then the clouds come in, and then it's a repeating cycle. You just don't get out of it. So hit the ground running first thing at first light. So plan on waking up maybe before sunrise, be on the road as soon as it's safe enough to see, ride for an hour, and then the sun comes up, and hopefully we'll get a few hours that way. And the other thing, maybe I should just plan on riding faster, use more throttle, and then stop by 4. And even on a cloudy day, I'll pick up a little bit of charge. Yeah. Anyway, just seems kind of backwards, but. I've gone so far on just using solar, it's really weird to not be able to rely on it anymore, just because there's so much clouds this time of year. So the last few days should be fine. It's just getting I think the next 200 miles will make a difference. I was looking at the weather map though. There is just this really weird circular pattern going on that's going in the wrong direction. So I don't know if it's the remnants of, is it hurricane season or what's going on? But it looked like the jet stream just took a weird turn where it usually doesn't. So you start zoomed in on your state, you see the weather popping. And then you zoom out, and it's coming from like we're getting weather. Looks like it's coming all the way from the Gulf of Mexico, which is just completely backwards. So, yeah. Anyway, apparently this year's weather is kind of weird. So, well, maybe that's what's messing with my head. I got lucky, really, for 6 months, which is unusual. I had a couple days where the wind was blowing against me, or it was a little bit cloudy, and I was really kind of bummed out. It looks like towards Alamogordo, which is the direction I'm looking to go. Almost every day had a thunderstorm in the 10-day forecast, but then when you look at each day, there's only an hour or two of actual storm, and then the rest of the day is going to be fine. Okay, so don't get faked out there. It's like, I'll just tough it out and go, I guess. So. Maybe I get to the point that if I can get into a library for 2 or 3 hours, get a full charge, and then ride for a couple hours after that. Try to plan it out, I guess. Because every little town is going to have some kind of a library, so learn how to find them. And, they're on. You can Google it. That shouldn't be too hard. That's why I could just lay down and go to sleep right now. At 4 o'clock. Anyway. Alright, I guess that's it for today. I'm going to just call it a day and edit the video and get it uploaded. It looks like I got signal, so. And yeah, the bike is sitting out, so if any sun does hit it, we'll get a charge. So the good news is it doesn't look like any more major hills between here and home, like really big hills, so I should be able to just grind it out. So we should have a lot of 50 or 60 mile days, and if I get a few 20 or 30s, whatever. That's the way I got to look at it, I guess. So I just got to pay attention to the map and figure out, okay, between these 2 points, is there anywhere, well, dollar stores. This is kind of what I was learning before, is every little town is going to have a dollar store, so just learn to find them, and I mean, they're easy to find, so don't focus so much on trying to hit the Walmarts. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to quit talking before I yawn anymore. That's it for today, as always. Oh, I was going to look up the miles. Just a minute. Yeah, that's what I thought. 26 miles. But, okay. I needed to charge the battery this morning. Then I had to stop and charge it again. And then the storm hit. And there was a while there where things were going really good. I was making good time. I thought, oh, sure, I'll make 50 miles today. Alright, so we got 26. Whatever. We'll probably make 60 tomorrow, it looks like. I don't know if I can make better than that or not, but I'll be looking at it. Cool. That's it for now. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for all your support. Welcome to the new viewers. More enthusiasm tomorrow. Bye for now.